So, I'd like to speak a little bit about my stances on individualism, and it actually happens to be the ideology that I agree with the most. In that as human beings, we are conscious, therefore we are endowed with certain rights. And the founding fathers of America described this as being the rights given to us by a creator, but I don't actually believe that there was a God, or is a God, I should say. So instead, I replace creator with the fact that we have consciousness. And in my opinion, there will always be, quote-unquote, a God in society as long as we're unable to explain consciousness as humans, or where did it come from. Anyways, let's move on. Individualism is the belief that nobody wants to be restricted by the powers of the state to be able to say what he or she wishes, or to be able to associate with whoever he or she wishes, or to practice the religion that he or she wishes, as long as said religion doesn't involve using the powers of the state to impose its will on other people, and this one's very important, to even be able to arm oneself to protect one's family, friends, and even themselves. Individualism also means the freedom to read whatever the hell you want. It means to play whatever you want. It means to screw whoever you want. Unlike the alt-right's ethno-nationalism stance, in which they would pretty much criminalize anybody who mates outside of the white race, which I think is despicable. Also, I pity some of these alt-right people in that it's almost like, I mean, this might be a straw man, but it's almost like they just can't see the value that a person outside of the white race can have. And it's almost like how from the far left these days we see people, especially white people, being judged based on the color of their skin rather than the content of the character. The alt-right basically uses, oh look, it's my eek. The alt-right basically uses the same rhetoric in that if you do not have white skin, then you may as well just be worthless to them. I'm sorry, this is my first video recording, so it's kind of hard for me to focus. And that is an ideology that can lead absolutely nowhere good. I mean, it can lead to the mother of all totalitarian ideologies, Nazism, which I'd say mother of all totalitarian ideologies because of its left-wing economics and its right-wing social theories. When it comes to the right's social Darwinism and IQ theories. And I really mean that, despite Nazism having a minuscule body count compared to what communism had, which the lowest estimate that I've seen had to be 90 million. And the highest estimate that I've seen had to be up to 250 million, which is astounding, by the way. I mean, no matter if you're counting in the tens of millions for an ideology, and you still can't get the exact number and how many people it killed, then you've pretty much made your point. Just how oppressive this ideology is. I mean, despite Nazism having had around 6 to 9 million people dead, you know. I also don't like how the alt-right, they use the Nazi concept of what was called Volksgemeinschaft, which was, it's a German phrase that translates to ethnic solidarity. And by that I mean, well, how do I say this? Well, it's kind of difficult to focus when you're playing a game and trying to talk political philosophy simultaneously, but like I said, that collectivist thought of the Volksgemeinschaft, that can only lead to violence if it eventually leads to being enacted by the state. And that's just about it for now, so peace out. Gee, I hope it did well.